Preparations are in top gear less than 24 hours to the governorship election in Ondo State.
About 1.4 million people have so far collected their permanent voter cards, and the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has distributed sensitive materials to the 18 local governments of the state. Our correspondents are spread across the state to feed us information blow by blow as they trickle in. Of course, joining us now from Akure to tell us more on INEC's preparedness and the mood in the state ahead of tomorrow's exercise is our political correspondent, Ademola Lawrence. Ademola Lawrence, thank you very much for joining us at this point now. You've been in Ondo State for some days now. Tell us about the mood at this point. How prepared is the electoral umpire? How prepared are the people to come out and vote on Saturday?
Thank you very much, Theophilus. I think one of the things that we really need to note is that the flaws that INEC tried to correct while in Edo State during the governorship elections, they are trying as much as possible to do that at this Ondo State governorship election coming up on the 10th of October. Looking at the promptness, the preparedness, and the process at which they do the things that they are doing. And one of the things that we have to look at is the fact that you look at the sensitivity of the materials, the sensitive materials that are being distributed yesterday to the 18 local governments. Don't forget you have 3 senatorial districts, 8 federal constituencies. All of them yesterday had already gotten their sensitive materials. Non-sensitive materials have been with them for the past 2 months at the local government level. So you also look at the security level. As at yesterday, the tension had begun to douse down a bit because of the underground work that being done by different political parties, of course, who are contesting in this election. So there are some politicking, of course, alignment from whoever is going to be where. So it's been a beehive of activities as at yesterday, going down to the tomorrow for the election. You also need to know that observers are also making sure that whatever they can lay their hands on, the information that they can get, advice that they can give the government, advice that they can give political parties, advice that they can give INEC, you know, they are also doing that. Everybody is perfecting their own part of the deal to make sure that come tomorrow, the election is free and fair. So right. I spoke to some... All
right, go ahead, Demola, before I come to you.
Okay. All right. I spoke to some foreign and local observers yesterday. One of the things that I was told was the fact that they liked the fact that INEC was, you know, on top of the game. The other flaws that happened in Edo, they try as much as possible to correct them. As yesterday in Central Bank, you see the National Commissioner on election observation and party monitoring were fully on ground. You see the resident electoral commissioner for Ondo State was also on ground. 2 national commissioners were on ground. All observers were on ground yesterday at the Central Bank. So everybody is trying as much as possible to make sure they play their own part towards the election.
All right, Demola, there was a display by the security personnel that yesterday in the state. I wonder how that has impacted the electorate that will be coming out to vote tomorrow for the election. Are they confident that this time tomorrow everything will move smooth without any hitch? Okay,
if you look at Yaga reports, Yaga report says that almost 58% of the people were confident that on the day of election, they are confident that the security agencies will play their part. So, because if you have to look at what happened in Edo State, vis-a-vis what happened before the election and during the election, you want to say that, okay, Edo State, they tried, the security agency in Edo State, they tried. So bringing that down to Ondo State, you will know that whatever they have done in Edo State, bringing it down to Ondo State will surely work for them. So if you look at the mood of people, they've been very confident with the process so far. You know, we went around yesterday, and they've been very confident of the process so far with the security guys, making sure that they are having confidence in them that they will perform their duty on Saturday.
All right, and thank you very much, Ademola Lawrence, for talking to us.